Jenny Tebbit. I'm an educational consultant with Raising Achievement. I'd like to welcome parents to the Raising Achievement website. Over the last few years, we've been travelling across New Zealand and also to Australia, working with schools and working with teachers to support children with learning difficulties and learning differences. I became very interested in this field of education after we had our second child, and we realised that he also had learning difficulties. Both dyslexia and ADHD were diagnosed, and I realised quite quickly as a parent that what he needed wasn't in the education system. It has become a passion of mine to work in education and to support children who learn differently and to make change in education. Over the last few weeks, I've had many parents contact me around COVID-19. We now have our children at home. We're looking at home learning and also online learning. And for those of us who have children who learn differently and who have learning difficulties, this is not an easy task. So I'm going to be putting together some resources for parents to support you in this area. I think one of the things that we all want for our children is we want our children to be able to read and write well enough that they can do anything that they want to do in life. And somehow for some children, reading and writing and the literacy and numeracy aspect doesn't come easily. I've learned that our children learn differently and they need different supports. They also need more repetition and overlearning. They actually say if the average child takes 7 times to learn something, then for our children this can be exponential, actually up to 49 times. I'm a class teacher and I'd like to think I've been a reasonable class teacher, and I would say any teacher struggles to put the amount of repetition and overlearning in that some children need. What I recommend is that we have in schools perhaps specialist teachers, or as a parent we might decide to have a specialist teacher. We normally can't give children more than 1 or 2 sessions a week simply because we can't afford it. Secondly, we want class teachers to do best practice, whatever best practice is, however they can help our children. I recommend also training teacher aides, and when we can train teacher aides as literacy assistants and they can work with identified children 3 times a week, that's another great support. I've always said as a parent that schools can't do it on its own, and what this journey is going to be about is how can we support our children and help schools so that we can get the outcomes we want for our children. And as well as recommending that parents do at least 3 sessions a week, and now I think with COVID-19 we're looking at daily sessions with our children, I also recommend good software to provide repetition and overlearning. Now fortunately our children like computers, and so finding a good computer program to back up all the things we're doing is not so difficult. I'm really looking forward to working with you as parents, and over the next few weeks we'll be rolling out some resources that will support you in this journey, and we are also here for you to answer your email questions, to have Zoom calls and to assist you in this journey. I'm looking forward to meeting many of you over the coming weeks.